And we're back, episode number 2 of For the Night Owls podcast. I'm your host, Kay.
I'm your co-host, Akil.
And we have a super dope show for you today. I'm super excited to just talk about random stuff as usual. And yeah, let's get into the show.
Shall we?
I
I just interrupted you, my bad. I knocked over the guests.
Oh God.
They're back. They're good.
Okay. So yeah, technically this is our second recording of this show because we recorded one on basically Tuesday morning, and
footage malfunction.
Yeah, my camera was just not happening. My camera needed to be updated, so got that fixed, and now we're back in business for sure. Like, there's no interruptions today, so it will be a cool episode, I guess. I don't know what's gonna happen today. Might be
anything goes.
Yeah, like the last episode, like the one that we recorded I was just really tired. I did not sleep for like 24 hours, and actually more than 24 hours. But
a lot was going on.
A lot was going on, and there was a lot that was said. But yeah, we're not gonna get into that. So last time we were talking about social media. So
yeah.
Just now, before we started recording this, I deleted my Instagram. I didn't delete Instagram account, but I deleted just the app, and I logged out of all the Instagram, like on my computer and everywhere that I'm logged into Instagram.
Okay.
So yeah,
what made you want to do that?
Yeah, I'm just doing a cleanse.
Okay.
There's a lot of negativity, and on the last episode when we recorded, I was telling you that I preferred Twitter over Instagram any day because I think Twitter is like an escape for me, because even though Twitter is a lot more negative, it's like a funny negative. It's not like
depends how you use it more, I guess.
There's a lot of naked girls on there though. Like I see a lot of vagina.
Well. Okay. Yeah, OnlyFans and stuff like that.
No, they're not even. There are people promoting their OnlyFans.
I saw a lot of dick on Twitter.
Really?
Yeah,
I see a lot
but
of
most of the dudes I knew were hoes. So.
Okay.
Like those were the e-boys. So like you had never known what an e-boy was.
Yeah, I've never seen. No, I was cutting your hair and I was saying I never seen an e-boy. I've only seen.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, he cut his hair. So
I look like Smeagol, so I'm wearing a hat. I know
it's funny how you kind of went from like this. I'm gonna show you right here a picture of like dreads, like long hair, and then like now it's like there's nothing there. But by the way, if you're listening to this on the podcast app or Spotify or just the audio file, go to our YouTube channel and search up For the Night Owls, because it is so much funnier on YouTube. Like you can see us.
If you're a visual learner.
Yeah, and you can actually see us, and there's usually some dumb edit on there. So if you like that, and you're gonna see like the visuals and everything. So if you want to see something rather than visualizing in your head, yeah, just go to our YouTube channel. Unless you're driving, then just do what you're doing. Continue. I mean, carry on.
Yeah. I mean, if you're driving one of those self-driving cars, which I don't promote. But I mean, if you're you could watch and drive. I've
actually, before we even like continue the social media topic, when I was coming home on Monday, I saw someone like watching a YouTube video on their dashboard and driving. Like they were actually driving though. It wasn't a Tesla. It wasn't a self-driving. It wasn't an i8. It was like a legit like Toyota Camry or whatever, like a regular car. Like if he was driving like
they're probably not here today.
Yeah, I don't know. I hope he is.
Fingers crossed.
But yeah, the van. I thought it was like if you're driving like a BMW i8 or like a Tesla or something, like anything that's autopilot, like sure, go ahead and do that. But anyway,
anyway, that's a different topic.
Yeah, back to what we were saying. Media. Twitter versus Instagram. We're just gonna go back and like pretend this was never recorded. So yeah, you're asking me
like is it Twitter versus Instagram? What's the verdict?
My verdict is gonna be depending on what you use it for, because I use my Instagram to like showcase my work and
True. Yeah, me
stuff
too.
like that. But again, the Instagram community, especially the photographers in Toronto, they're just very negative people. Like, they have a lot of negative energy. There's a lot of drama. There's a lot of things. And recently, like I started hanging out with like different people. I started meeting a lot of different people from different places and everything. And I'm not, sometimes you just get over it, or like they do something where you're just like, yeah, no, you just get bored or like annoyed or something, and then you just don't want to see it, and it's all over Instagram, like
a trend,
or someone pissed you off in real life and you just don't want to see their face.
True. Like
either one, like, and on Instagram you can actually see them, and everyone, like, if I meet you, I'm most likely gonna follow you on Instagram and not on Twitter. Twitter, they're all my virtual friends. They're all virtual. I've never met them. They're just people that support me, and I love my Twitter people. Shout out my Twitter people. I love you guys.
Yeah, see, that's the opposite for me. Like, all the people on all the people I used to know on Twitter, they don't support my art. I mean, I'm exaggerating, but I mean, I deleted my Twitter, so nothing really matters. But when I was on it, like, not a lot of people would follow me from my craft and stuff like that. It would always be like, that's why I know a whole bunch of e-boys, and like, it was all just like, not drama, but just life, daily shenanigans.
Okay, so you promote your stuff on, like, your music and stuff on Twitter?
No, I tried on Twitter. It didn't really work, but Instagram.
Yeah, I don't think Twitter is like the best place to promote anything. I think Twitter is strictly to talk trash. But then again, like, my Twitter is specifically, I follow a lot of, especially now, I follow a lot of astro babes. Like, I call them astro babes, like astrology.
Is that like an e-girl?
Like astrologists, like all the astrologists, like the tarot readers.
Okay.
I follow a lot of like people that are seriously into that, and like I'll ask them questions like, oh, hey, like, what do you think about this? Or like, they help me out, like, when it comes to like my intuition and like how, like, meditation skills and stuff like that. Like, okay, that's why I like Twitter, because like, it's very, like, for me,
you have to find your bubble.
Yeah, I found my bubble, because like, I keep every day I find like people that are into astrology and people that are spiritual, people that are like, oh, hey, like, this is, they promote themselves too, and they have like the Patreons, they have YouTube, and they have all that stuff. So
okay,
yeah, I have some pretty cool people on my Instagram, on my Twitter. That's why I keep Twitter. Twitter is like that one social media. I've never deleted my Twitter, I don't think.
I've deleted it so many times.
Instagram, I've deleted a million times.
I've never deleted Instagram, because it just is so inactive. It's so passive for me. Like, it's just there. But exactly. For Twitter, like, I know a lot of real ones on Twitter. Like, I started back in, you started what, 2010?
I started Twitter in 2009.
2009, whatever. I started in 2010. But like, I'm a Twitter veteran more than like what you think I am. Like, I was deep in Twitter. Like, yeah. So what you're talking about, like the photography, or not photography, astro, like, babes and all that stuff. Like, we were all just talking about like metal, like, not just metal, but like music. It was like a lot of alternative rock and like all that stuff, and somehow it just, there was that little bubble. But yeah, I get, you gotta find your little cluster, and then over time, you just, some people stay, some people go. I know a lot of people for like 5 years, or like plus. Like, I know somebody in Turkey, Istanbul, but they moved to somewhere in the U.S. I don't remember the name. Too many states in the U.S.
There's only 51.
That's a lot. I think it's Pittsburgh, something like that, somewhere around there. Like,
is Pittsburgh a state?
Not a state, it's a city.
Okay.
But whatever the state is.
Isn't Pennsylvania?
Okay.
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
I don't know.
Okay, look, we're not American, just so you know.
Canadians.
we don't know anything about America, so
yeah,
it's very confusing. We don't care either. I think
so too. So. That's 51. That's a lot.
That's a lot. Like, we have like, how many provinces?
Bruh. Anyways, I know someone also from Alaska, and then they moved to Portland. Yeah, I know tons of people, like Seattle, like lots of people.
Okay.
They became like day ones.
What were we talking about again?
Twitter versus Instagram.
Oh yeah, okay. Sorry, like, I need to stop facing out. But yeah, for me, like I
so
guess
you're just gonna space out when I talk.
No. As long as they don't space out, you're good.
Yeah.
Like I'll hear bits and pieces. Don't worry.
Oh my god.
But I'll hear the main points.
At least you're honest. Okay.
Yeah. I tell everyone that.
Yeah.
Anyways, what for me on when I started Twitter, I think I was just following the trend because I didn't get to be one of those people that started. I never had a MySpace. I've never had a MySpace.
A lot of the people I knew had MySpace.
Yeah, so I guess everyone went from MySpace to Facebook to Twitter. I didn't
think about that like that way.
Yeah, I just started on Facebook because everyone had Facebook. Oh, you know what? Do you remember this website, Interpals? I think it's called Interpals.
No, I don't know anything about that. I don't know anything about that.
You never on it?
No.
Okay. Well, there was Interpals, and that's where that's what it's called. I think it's called
International
Interpals.
Friends, or
yeah, you meet like people from all over the place. So that's
where
Twitter
for me.
Okay, that's where I met like my pen pals from like Spain. Like, we used to send each other stuff. Like she sent me like Spanish candy, and I sent her stuff. Like it was like legit, like a pen pal. And she wrote me letters, sent me Spanish CDs. I sent her CDs
of what?
Jamaican music, like like reggae and stuff like that. And I wrote her letters. I wish I was a photographer back then because I would take like such like because she was a photographer. Actually, she was a photographer. And she wanted to be a director, and I think that's what she does right now. Because we're still like.
You want to plug her?
I don't even know her Instagram name. I'm sorry, but her name is Mar. Like it means sea, in Spanish. If you know Spanish.
Shout out.
I don't know, but she's super dope. She's super dope, super cool. Like how we even became friends because like my name on everything was K Jonas because I was a big Jonas Brother fan. If you know me from like time. But she caught that, and she's still a huge Jonas Brothers fan. Like now, I didn't want to say it, but like I don't necessarily follow the Jonas Brothers anymore. Like everyone that went back to Jonas Land, like everyone
Jonas
that came from Jonas Land, they're still on
Land.
Jonas.
What is that? What are you saying right now? Jonas Land?
I'm joking. Like,
is that a thing? Is that what they call their fans?
No, it's not. I don't even know what they call their fans. Honestly,
bonuses.
No.
What's up, my bonuses?
No. I honestly don't know what they call their fans. I don't know. And I'm a horrible Jonas Brothers fan.
Their fans anything.
Look it up because I honestly don't know. But
I would call them bonuses.
No, because their little brother's called
Frankie.
No, yeah, Frankie, but they call him Bonus Jonas.
Oh, because
because he's not a part of the group, right?
True.
But yeah, so I don't know what they call them.
The boners.
No.
I don't.
No, but no.
Okay.
I clearly I'm a shitty Jonas Brothers fan because I don't remember like any like.
We don't have time.
Oh yeah, like I know the songs and everything. I just don't remember the. I'm so done.
No, that was my shit. That was my song.
It was a good song though. Like they had hits. They had like a couple hits. Yeah. So, but yeah, that was kind of my thing.
True.
And we bonded over that. So like we bonded over that. And she went to the last concert, like the one that the tour and everything that went on, the recent one when they just came back.
Yeah.
I didn't go to that because I just did not care.
Yeah.
Like I wish I went to. I wish I went to it.
Happen?
I knew it was gonna happen. I just did not care enough to like keep track of it to buy tickets. Plus, I wasn't even here.
It would have been expensive though.
Probably, but I still wouldn't go.
Yeah.
Because I don't. To be honest, I'm not a person that goes to concerts for big artists unless it's Ariana Grande. I would definitely go. I would spend grands on
Grande for Grande.
I was spending Grande for Grande because she's bae and I love her. And there was no
Grande.
Yeah. What most artists I only go to if you look on like my wall and like my phone because I have my wallets with like all my concerts and stuff. I only go to concerts of artists that are like not as popular, like very not low key, like Mac Miller. Like the biggest concert I've been to was Mac Miller. $35 maybe. Yeah, I think it was like 30 something, 40, like around 42. And that was the last concert, and I went to his last concert. Man. I'm so done.
R.I.P. to a legend.
Yeah, like every time I listen to his album, I was like, yo, like I remember he's such a good performer. And that's what I loved about him. I'm like, yo, he's such a good performer.
I love watching his live stuff on YouTube. Yeah, even in the NPR special.
Yeah, that honestly, I listen to that all the time, just to like chill out. Look how far we strayed away from the topic.
I mean, well, Mac was kind of like I think the great thing is that he kind of felt like a best friend for everybody.
Yeah, basically, he was that white guy that was just like, it's whatever. Like,
what does that mean?
No, because like he.
What does that mean?
No, whatever. Like, no, because you there's not a lot of white rappers that
are not just like that stray beyond that title of white rapper.
Yeah, basically, like he
has soul.
Yeah. I can't even explain it. Like he's like, I feel like when he died, I feel like I lost like a best friend.
Yeah,
like it hit home.
He's cool.
How I even found out, like I was just on Instagram. I didn't even go on Twitter because like I was at work.
Found out on Twitter.
I think I was at work that day too, and I went on Instagram and I'm like, why are people posting Mac Miller? I'm like, wait.
No.
Yeah. No. This can't. Nah. He's probably like in the hospital or something. Like, who knows? And then I was just like, nah. I was just sad for the entire day. Like my mood just went from like here to here, like real tears, real ass tears.
I used to sing like Objects in the Mirror. Like me and my buddy, he also passed away, but not because of whatever. Like we used to bond over that song. Used to sing it all the time, and then that's crazy.
It hit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn.
I still sing the song though.
Yeah, it's a really good song. Like all of it. Yeah, man. Anyways,
but speaking of best friends.
Yeah. Speaking of best friends.
When do you call someone your best friend?
Stop looking at my screen.
I'm not looking at your screen. I'm looking at my screen.
Oh. When do I call someone my best friend?
Yeah. That's
so hard. Honestly. So I have a friend, and I never really called him my best friend. She was just like a really good friend of mine, and I'll always be like, oh yeah, my friend. Like I never called him like anything, but like recently, like a night ago, I was like ranting because I was upset about something, and then I started ranting about like stuff to him. Like it just came out of nowhere because he was like, because honestly, for some reason, and like this is how like spiritually connected we are.
You and your best friend.
Yeah, like he's not like my best friend. Like we're not coming from like far. Like he's like blood.
That's
he's
the homie.
He's blood. Yeah. So
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, Ton.
Yeah. Okay,
yeah. Shout out Ton. But yeah, he's my nigga for real. Like I tell him all the time, like, yo, you're my nigga for real. Sorry, I'm using the N-word, but I am black, so I can. Sorry. Don't be around your white parents.
Parents.
Or wherever you're listening to. Like, I know some people get offended, like, even when black people say nigga. So, I don't, just in case.
Fair enough.
If we might bleep it out, I don't know. I don't really care. But, so yeah, a couple of nights ago, or even last night, or no. I don't remember what we're talking about, but there are so many times where I'll feel, like, so sad or, like, not depressed, but, like, not in depression. I just feel, like, low. And he would just randomly hit me up. Be like, yo, you good? And I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Like, just to like end the conversation. Like, I'm a tough guy. I'm a tough person. So like, I'm good.
Gotta let it out.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm good. And he's like, no, but for real. Like, I'm not asking if you're good to make conversation. I'm asking if you're good. You're good. And I'm like, yeah, like I'm alright. And he's like, nah, you ain't good. And I'm like, what do you mean? And he'd be like, nah, like I just felt something. And I was like, I just felt like you're not good. Like homie just like connects like that. Like that's how like that's how our friendship works. Like even if I'm down, like I'll vent to him, and like I'll feel better. Like even if it's for just like an hour, like I'll feel better. So that's when I knew he was like blood. Even though before, like I knew he was like just like a really good friend, but like now I'm just like, nah, like you're homie for life. So yeah, that's when I call someone my best friend. But I don't throw that.
When you share like a really deep moment.
Yeah, but is that a best friend, or is that just like that's basically fam?
I guess fam could be your best friend, or it's the same thing. The words are synonymous. Is that the word? I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, when do you call people best friend? Do you just like throw that around? Like some people do.
I don't really. I don't use. I don't even use the word often. Like it's mostly just like I say good friend, cause, yeah, just for the same reasons. Like I had one friend in university, college. Guy's name is Zach. Shout out Zach. But this guy was like out of his own conscience, just like like keeping me on track because I was just like falling off at school, and he's just like I don't know, people who have the time of day to want to like see you do well, and you have that same kind of, oh my bad, I'm sorry, you have that same you have the same feeling, like I just want to see this guy do well, like okay, like yeah, it's not like they're, I don't know how to. Yeah, it's not really. I don't think it can even be explained. But
yeah, I get what you're saying. Like it's something that just happens.
yeah, like you guys have just like a, somehow you just bond, you click, and you're like, oh, okay, true.
Yeah.
Like we're not, we don't always have to be on the same page, but like we both are like looking out for each other.
Basically, yeah, and like, but you have those ones that are like, oh yeah, I've known you from time. That's why.
Some people, I guess it just depends on the people. Like,
I try not to do that actually, because like I do know people that I know longer than like, let's see, like for an example, like I'll know someone longer than I know Tan, and I'm
from
like,
the womb to the tomb.
yeah, and no, but I'll know someone longer than Tan, and it's just like, okay, but I'm closer to them than you, just because like we
but like
have
that's
a better.
the thing. The closeness is more of like a.
It was more important, right?
It's not, but it's not necessarily a physical thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Or even like a matter of duration.
Yeah.
Like,
and like you have those people that live like they're long distance, like they live in Connecticut or something. I don't know why I said Connecticut, but like, yeah.
yeah, like I got some really good friends living in Seattle right now. Like, shout out, yeah.
Yeah, and you have the people that are just there. I guess it's who you talk to all the time. Because honestly, I don't have friends. If I talk to you every day, it's gonna be a burnout friendship. Like it's gonna burn out so fast. Like if I talk to you consistently every day, I'm gonna get so bored, and I'm just gonna be like, okay, I'm just gonna fall off one day. Even if it's like whether it's a boyfriend or a girlfriend or a homie, it doesn't matter who it is. Like if I'm talking to you all the time, texting you all the time, there's just gonna be that one day where I'm just like,
maybe that's part of it too. Like I think good friends know your boundaries, or like they ask you, or you both kind of just like test each other and you find out. Like, I don't mean test each other and like you always like you try to mess things up so that you can figure it out, but more so just like they read your energy or you read theirs, or they they literally tell you. So it's like, I don't know, like that's what I mean. Like you guys don't have to be on the same page, but you guys know like you guys know the people that are around you. Like you there's a certain energy that you guys keep.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
yeah, okay, but I forgot what we were saying.
Why do you have the topics right there?
I know. But yeah,
I guess we just ran through it. Like, yeah, when do you call someone your best friend? Or it's not really about the title itself, but someone that you have a good connection with, a strong connection with, and someone that you continue building with.
But yeah, a lot of people actually call their girlfriends or their boyfriends their best friend, though.
Yeah, it depends
like,
on your definition.
Which is a good thing. I mean, it's a good thing because, like, I don't know.
Yeah, I think my girlfriend, like, we're getting there. Like, I don't mean like it's like a process, but I mean like that's.
But yeah, we're new, so it makes sense, though.
Yeah, but I mean, I also just like, that's how I want things to be, anyways.
Exactly, like, that's what you're supposed to aim for. Like, you know, those best friend couples. Those are what you're supposed to. That's what you're supposed to do.
I don't know.
Your girlfriend's supposed to be your girlfriend's supposed to be your best friend. Like, what?
They don't have to be, but it's something I like.
Well,
I think we're.
I don't know. I can't date someone unless you're my best friend. Like that's why a lot of people don't date people that have the person they like has a best friend that's the opposite sex. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like if I'm dating like Bob, and Bob has a girlfriend, has a friend named Sarah, and that's his best friend that he does everything with and everything. I'm just gonna be like, that's a girl, because that's basically your girl. You're basically in a relationship, and the only thing that's missing from a relationship is sex. That's it. That's literally it. Though. Unless it's like a, I don't know, but like unless they have boundaries that they set and they know for a fact they won't work and they don't like each other and nothing is happening, that's different. But like if I like somebody and they have that best friend with another girl, I'm gonna feel weird about it because because I'm gonna ask the question, what makes you guys not date? Because you guys are perfect for each other. You guys have a really good friendship. Why are you guys not dating? I'm gonna ask that question.
I can't say anything to that.
You better say something to it.
Well, I mean, like, I don't agree, but like
like why?
Well, just because I don't know. I guess it's more of a thing about between you two, like not between them and like the person of interest and their best friend. Like there's a reason why they're not together, unless that's what I'm saying.
I would ask that question because I do know a lot of people that are best friends.
Yeah.
And they like each other, but like it's like they don't know how to tell each other, and they don't even know that they like each other. So you have those ones, and I'll never try to go into that. That's just not that. I don't go into that territory.
You just never know.
Exactly, because I do have like most of my friends are males and that's because people get that wrong a lot of the time because they're like, oh, you're a hoe. That's why you have like all of your your friends are guys. That's not it. Like I grew up with guys. I grew up with you and O'Shea. So shout out O'Shea. Whatever you guys are into, you guys are into Dragon Ball Z, you guys are into video games and all that stuff. Dragon Ball Z? No, but like
I know, like your first instance of it was us.
I don't know any Korean guys. But like I'm talking about like back in school. Like they weren't like every time I wanted to talk to a girl, they were talking about drama. They're talking about like, oh, I like this guy, I like that guy. And I'm here like I wasn't interested in guys in when it came to school. Not that I was serious about school. I was not serious about school, but I was never trying to have a boyfriend in school. I don't know why every girl wanted to have a man in school. And I'm here like I'm trying to play some games.
Yo, you got games on your phone?
Not even like that. Like we had like Pokemon, we had Beyblades.
Yeah. Like, Beyblade was the shit. That was the shit. I don't know what they did with it, but the first season was the one. That was the one. That was it.
It was.
That one.
For real. Like Tyson? I was trying to play. Yeah, I was trying to play Beyblade with the guys, and like I would try to invite my girlfriends, and they weren't about it. They were trying to like eat lunch together, and I was trying to waste my lunch money on Beyblade.
On a Beyblade with the big beast and everything.
So and that's why I never really grew up with girls or I've always had girlfriends, always. Mm-hmm. But I was always closer with the guys just because like I could relate to them. I could have a conversation with them, and we were always just good. And like and honestly, even Thomas told me this, like he thought I was a lesbian the first time he met me.
Just bullying with the boys.
Exactly, because first of all, my hair was short too. And that doesn't mean anything. And that doesn't mean anything, by the way. Like, it's so annoying that people think that because your hair is short. Whatever. But I had a buzz cut not a buzz cut. What did I have? Like, I had a fade.
It's a mini fro.
I had a fade. But I had a whole fade.
No.
I had a fade.
No. See, now you're going too far because I don't remember that. I remember, like, a little tiny afro. That I do remember. I don't remember, like, full-on fade. Like, who? Like, Jada Pinkett Smith?
No. Like... Oh my God. I'm actually going to go for a photo. I'm going to look for a photo. Like I promised myself I would never show anyone these photos.
You're going to show it? Is she going to like show it for real?
Like for real.
Damn. I'm seeing some pictures that are bringing up memories.
Wait, how do you go to your photos?
It's just photos.
Sorry, I'm on Facebook right now looking for photos.
Yeah.
And it's again,
just photos of you or like your photos, yeah.
If
I know you didn't go like
you don't. Oh my God, I deleted them. Of course. Yo, I'm so done. I hate it.
That I remember. I'm not
talking about that.
Okay, well, I guess we can't say that you're not gonna put them up, are you?
Yeah, I'm not gonna put them up.
Okay, well,
I'm gonna look for some though, because I would love to show you guys.
Her
like
hair was like 3 or 4 inches, and I'm like, okay, that I remember, but I don't remember a fade.
Not even.
Fade? Nah,
Wait.
I don't know about that. When was that?
I don't remember.
You gonna put that up too?
Static Shock. Yo, remember Static Shock?
Yo, he used to ride on that garbage pail.
Oh my
god!
God.
The top of it.
That was season 1 too. That was season 1.
Season 1. Did he upgrade or something?
Yeah, he upgraded because his friend made him like a little like a fan looking thing, and he just like and he just like threw it and stuff like that. Static Shock went
from dumpster diver to Silver Surfer.
For real.
Jeez.
But yeah, Static Shock was like. Anyways, I
wanted to be him for Halloween like every year. I didn't have locks, and then the year when I did have locks, I'm too old for that. Nah, I'm not too old to dress up, but I'm too old to trick or treat.
Yeah, but you can still dress up and go.
I know.
To, like,
I didn't even think about that, like to actually fully do it. But I was over it. And then when I had a fro, I wanted to be Gerald from Hey Arnold.
Oh my God. You could have easily been Static Shock though. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going on my other account. I have 2 Facebook accounts. But I'm going on my other one just to see if I can find it was that
That's
short.
A mini fro.
But no, I cut it even more though.
I don't really
like it was like a fade. I wish. Oh my God, I think my mom probably has a photo of it, but
probably.
Yeah,
You gonna post it?
I'm not posting it. Are you crazy? I would post it on here. I would post it on here, but I won't post it.
You had one of. Yo, you have to put them up.
What?
This one.
What? Okay, we're coming off this.
Yo,
we're off this. Yeah, like back in like what was that, 2009?
Yeah, some shit. 2010, like 2009.
Yo, those poses. I'll post them. I'll be out, whatever. I'll give them to you so you can post them. Not on Instagram, but like post them on here.
Bet. Wait, on the podcast?
Yeah, like there's a little secret society, like so only you guys can see it.
True.
But do not screenshot it.
Why would you say that? Like now people are gonna think about it.
They were thinking about it before. Trust me, they were little creeps.
No one's gonna air you like that.
But yeah, that's why. What was I talking about again? Wow. Okay, but yeah, that was my hair. If I can show you, if I can find one though, I can probably find one because I know I hid some of them.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna try to look for some and send to you so you can post them in here.
Yeah, I could show them my buzz cut if you wanna like. If you want some equality in the shame.
Yeah, whatever. I don't really care.
I don't really have shame.
But yeah,
I just need a lineup.
True.
For real.
For real.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there since quarantine started, I've been like trying to like do just work, so like just YouTube stuff, Instagram, and doing even this, but I don't know, I just stopped and like I found this page called SimG Productions. It's so funny, and I found this other guy called Matt Stoney. I'm pretty sure you guys have heard of him. Like he's like this guy that he's a eater, like he's a competitive eater.
Oh geez, okay.
Like I don't know, but I kind of want to do one of his challenges, even though he says not to do it at home. Like
that's probably a reason he says you could. I don't know.
Yeah, but like what is it? Yeah, he's an American competitive eater and YouTuber. Like
this man probably works out all day.
He probably does. Like, but when you're Asian though, you can eat a lot and just stay skinny for life. Like that's just like a curse, a blessing and a curse.
But like, I see a poutine challenge on there.
Yeah, he has a poutine. Yeah,
that's disgusting.
And I
love poutine, but like, oh. And
he has like timer and stuff. Like he has a timer and everything. Like so, even this, it's like, could you eat this, in 90 minutes for whatever? Like, and this is like a whole.
I don't know. McDonald's is like, I might be able to crush that.
That's a lot. That's 3 and the drinks too. Not just those are sodas. Those are large sodas.
Yeah, 90 minutes.
1, 2, 3, 4 double burgers.
4 double Big Macs.
Yeah, and
2 fries.
2 extra large fries, and 2 sets of nuggets.
Oh, I didn't see the nuggets. Okay, I don't know about that.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I know I could do like.
And 90 minutes, because he eats very, very fast too.
This man probably got the hiccups at like every time he finishes.
Yeah, but yeah, I've been watching him a lot lately. Like, he is so interesting to watch.
I can't watch food things. I might start ordering food.
So. Yeah, that's the thing too, because like I don't eat meat, right? But like he has a lot of chicken and stuff like that challenges, and I was like, that chicken looks so good. Like the way it crunches and everything, I was like, I kind of want this. Too? No, he doesn't do ASMR. It's just, but it just sometimes it's so like the crunch is so loud. I'm just like, damn,
it's satisfying.
Yeah, but I don't eat any of that stuff, and I don't care for. I honestly don't care. Like if someone gave me chicken today, I wouldn't eat it. But just the way he was doing it was kind of convincing me to go back to eating meat. Jeez. But yeah, I've been watching that, and like basically that's.
So that's how you spend your quarantine.
Yeah, that's basically what I've been doing.
I've been playing video games on my Switch. Cause I finally got the stick of truth.
Like, what is that?
Like South Park.
Oh, the South Park thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. It's funny as hell.
Oh, that's on Switch?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's what I didn't understand. Like I thought the Switch was for like kids and teenagers, but like I'm seeing like there's M-rated stuff on there.
That's always been how it was. Like really? Even your like PSP.
Yeah, but PlayStation was always like they had some stuff on there, but like Nintendo has never been marketed like that.
Oh, true. Yeah,
like,
right.
It's always been marketed as like, oh, like it's kid friendly.
Kids, yeah.
But
for everyone.
Yeah, not that game. Not that. Remember the episode where what is it? Randy Marsh gets abducted by the aliens.
Yeah.
Man's getting probed.
Yeah.
That's not for kids.
Yeah, it's not. I saw that like one clip. Yeah, and I was like, okay.
If I can find it, I'm just gonna put it up.
Yeah, if you can find
it. Actually, no. Never mind.
What?
Maybe not.
Yeah, it's the one that you showed me. I was just like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
It was. Yeah, you have to just check it out for yourself because it's.
That might be against guide. Oh, maybe I could censor it. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, it's
explicit.
Yeah, just like you can just take a photo, like a screenshot or something, like a very safe screenshot.
I'll figure something out.
But yeah, other than that, like I wish I could play video games. Like I know I don't have self-control. Like I've never had self-control. Like even in school, like even during exam times, and that's why I stopped video games. Like exam times, I would still be on my PSP.
All the time in the world now.
Yeah, but I don't want to right now just because I kind of want to focus on myself.
True.
I would honestly right now would be perfect because it would be a distraction because like I'm not in like the best headspace right now. So now would be the perfect time to be playing. Actually, yeah. And then you know what? Like when the quarantine started, I was looking to buy a Switch. I was like, oh,
everybody was.
Yeah, but like they're all sold out.
Yeah, everybody was thinking the same thing.
And you know what? I'm so mad because I was gonna buy a Switch before I went back to Jamaica in 2018, and I was like, oh, like I should probably buy a Switch. And then I was like, oh, I probably won't have time for it because I know for a fact I'm gonna be like going all over Jamaica. But I wish I did. Like I've been trying to buy a Switch since the Switch came out, and I kept psyching myself out like, don't buy it, like you don't need it. But then I got like the 3DS just to pay because I wanted Pokemon. That's the reason I didn't buy a Switch the first time.
Just wanted Pokemon.
Yeah, because Pokemon wasn't on there, but I wanted everything else. Like I wanted Zelda, I wanted all of that. But Pokemon like Sun and Moon, they weren't on there. So I was like, sorry. Like I was like, what's the difference? Like what's the point of buying a Switch then? Because like there's no Pokemon on there. I don't want it.
True.
And now I kind of do.
I mean,
but I don't know. I probably won't buy it still. I probably buy it like the end, like for my Christmas gift to myself. Who knows?
Well, maybe I'll let you can play. I don't know how the save files work, but if you can have multiple, you can borrow mine.
I don't know how that works. I don't think so. I don't know. Well, you can Google it. I don't know.
I know Animal Crossing doesn't let you do that because you have to be on my island.
Oh, okay.
You don't get to customize anything about that.
I haven't played Animal Crossing since forever, like since high school, kind of like grade 11. Yeah, I stopped playing video games in grade 11 where I was just like, okay, my grades are dropping. Probably be the best thing, the teenage decision, and not play video games until I was done school. And then when I was done school, like I graduated.
Yeah.
When I graduated, I went off. Like that's when we just got the Xbox. Okay. So I started playing Destiny a lot, and I was just hooked on that. And then I got bored.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I had, wait, what else were you playing? Was Little Big Planet on there? No, it wasn't.
No, PS2.
That was PS2. Okay.
And PS3, but
PS3. Yeah.
PlayStation exclusive.
Yeah, and then
that's probably the only game I'd play for the rest of my life.
What?
Little Big Planet.
Really?
Hell yeah.
It's
a co-op game where you could like help each other, but you could also like mess with each other by smacking them.
Yeah, like, it was pretty fun. And
can't really be an asshole. I mean, you can, but like it's
there's a lot of asshole kids on
online.
There. Though. Oh my god, the 12-year-olds on that.
Yeah,
they had. I'm trying to figure out where their parents are.
Yo, you invite them to your pod just because you select online and someone just random just drops in. The microphone just turns on and blasts. And you're just like, what the hell is that? And they drop in, they go smack, and they just smack you across your own pad.
Yeah, like they're...
Pod, not pad. I mean, it's your pad too. But
yeah. Kids on Little Big Planet were just...
I can't deal with kids on games.
Yeah, kids on games. Even on... Like, oh my god, I started playing Fortnite back when it kind of blew up. It wasn't like... It didn't just come out, like it blew up.
I only played it when it started.
And, because like people were like, oh yeah, let's go on Fortnite. And I'm like, fine. Yeah. So I started playing it a little bit just because like I had nothing to do after work and stuff like that. So, a lot of like when you're playing in teams.
Yeah.
So my friend was like, "Oh, let's play in teams," because it was our first time. So we played in teams, and these kids were so annoying. I was like, turn your mic off," because like they weren't talking to us. They spoke another language too. Some of them like Spanish or whatever.
Yeah.
And some of them were cussing their moms out. I heard them cussing their moms. I'm here like, how are you gonna let your kid cuss you out like that?
Not now, Mom. I'm going pro on Fortnite.
Yeah. Oh my god, kids are savages when it comes to like their games. Like we were never like that though.
Nah, I mean,
then again, we're black, so I don't know.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
I used to lose a lot in like versus games, anyways, like to my cousin. So like I don't have a problem.
Yeah, we're humble.
Like, yeah, like I don't just go onto the online and just like, yo, kids today, like on some games, like, yo, if you play League of Legends, I feel sorry. Like I do it, so I feel sorry for myself. I don't do it often, but like some people on there will actually like it's the worst of the worst. Like these people will actually like they will insult you, your mother, your mother's mother, and then themselves. Really? But like, yeah, you can't do anything to them. They will lose you the game, or yeah, I don't know. Can't get into this.
Like I've never played that, so
no, you're good. You're good.
I can't even relate.
No one needs to play that.
Okay, just you.
Nah, it's a slow. I have to wean myself off. I've been playing for a long time on that one, and I only used to play like the only reason I got into games was multiplayer, like to play with my friends.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't. I don't like playing with people.
I don't like
playing with people. Every time someone's like, "Oh yeah," like when Fortnite was a thing and everyone was jumping on it.
I never liked Fortnite.
I wasn't. Anyway. Yeah, maybe that's why. Because like every time like I would play with my friends, I would end up losing because like they don't have your back. If you're gonna play on my, and that's the thing. Like if you're gonna play on my team, have my back.
They can't really though. It's Fortnite. Like they're all trying to have their own back. That's why I don't like those games.
Like if I tell you I'll take that side and you take that side, listen to me. Like, but what? Like, why are you gonna be? I can't. But like, it's like, what's the point of playing on teams then? Like, just play single. Like, just play solo. I'm cool with that.
I'm not. I like having friends. I like having teams.
I mean, honestly, I've had teams.
I like co-op. That's really what it is.
Yeah, I've had teams with randoms, and I've won, and we've done a way better job than like with my friends.
Really? Oh damn. The only reason
my
I
friends
was having
suck,
fun
so.
on League of Legends was because I was playing with my friends. Because we be doing dumb stuff. Like, if I'm playing with like randoms, they won't let you do dumb stuff, and that's why it gets frustrating. Not that I'm trying to lose.
But you sometimes you find a really good team though.
Yeah.
Like you find a really good team. But like I even like what's happening? What games are like good right now? Like I don't mind.
None.
I don't mind playing something because like
None. Like if you want something that's good, you play something that's like a so you don't have to deal with any stress.
Like Sim. That's what I want though. I want like
Animal Crossing.
No, I don't want to play Animal. I want something to do with like
death and shit. Like I want to kill people.
Minecraft. I don't know.
Nah, I didn't like Minecraft. I tried it.
I've never played it.
Didn't like it.
I don't like the cubes and everything.
Yeah,
I'm not a fan of that.
I was like, nope.
Little Big Planet. Like again, that's like a platformer.
Yeah, but I want to shoot people. Like I heard a Warzone was pretty good.
I don't know. Yeah. I've never played it. Warframe or like
I don't know what it's called. Like Battlefield. Like it's like Battlefield.
Oh, I never played that one either. I'm not good at those ones. I'm really bad at that. Like COD, Call of Duty, and like all that stuff. Yeah. I'm good at cartoon shit. Like kiddie
adventures
games.
Adventure games.
Yeah, pretty
like
much.
Pokemon.
Pretty much.
I actually found my Pokemon. I found my Pokemon Moon and I found Platinum. I was like, oh shit, I was cleaning. I was like, oh.
Oh, I thought you hid them away like for safekeeping.
No, they were just lost. Okay. And I found Simpsons and I found Sonic on PSP.
Okay.
I think you gave me that. And
Heroes? No,
just Sonic.
A silver one, right?
I don't remember. I don't remember what it was, but like it was just Sonic Rivals.
Oh.
Sonic Rivals.
I gotta
you remember Sonic Rivals? Yeah, Sonic Rivals. I found Simpsons. Simpsons was so good for some reason.
Hit and Run?
No.
That
was really good too. But we had the wheel too. We had the steering wheel.
Yo. See, that's the thing. Like that's what made games fun. Like when you had just like but not really the online part. It was just the playing the video game. Like co-op here, like physically, like playing with your friends. Like you have a controller, they have a controller. Yeah. Playing on one TV. That's it. That was.
I like that.
Yeah.
Unless, you know what I did not like?
What's that?
The way it was set up. I don't know if it was this specific game. I think it was Digimon Rumble Arena. Was it with 4 screens? Was that the one with 4 screens?
I remember Rumble Arena. That was my favorite. One of my favorite.
I like Digimon and I loved all Digimon games. I just don't remember if that was the one with the 4 screens.
I think maybe.
Because there was one with 4 screens. I was just like, this is confusing because I can only see like a little box. And it pisses me off. But once it's like, so it's like full screen. Yeah, single screen. I can play and I'm good. And I can see myself and it says it has a little triangle over my head that's yellow or pink or whatever. Then I'm good to play. Otherwise, and even like Crash.
I'm trying to find if Crash Bash was like, it's one screen.
Yeah, it was one. No, that was one. That was one screen. I remember that very clearly. Like very. I remember that.
I didn't remember because like when I look at it now, like the graphics for this, nothing looks familiar. Except
really?
For this looks familiar. So
that looks familiar to me. That looks familiar. Yeah. Tiny, you remember Tiny?
Tiny was I can't remember who I used to play a lot. I think it was this.
It was Crash.
Me?
Yes.
Playing Crash, really?
And no, it was me.
I would play this guy. I would play like the crocodile, like whatever this thing was. Yo,
remember that evil guy? I forgot his name.
Nitro.
But that guy was my guy.
Nitro.
That was my guy.
Okay.
And the polar bear. There was a polar bear, no?
Yeah.
There's a polar bear that I like too.
Yeah, you're gonna put this up on the.
And sometimes that was Coco. Was her name Coco?
I think it might be.
It's Coco. Yeah. It's Coco.
I don't see Coco.
It's not Coco? Okay, it's not Coco then. I don't know what her name was, but I was that blonde chick.
Maybe you were close?
I think I was close.
Let's see.
Yeah, look. I'm pretty sure I was Coco.
Coco Bandicoot. Oh, okay.
Hey, I got it right.
Okay.
I'm dancing.
Is that a dance that they used to do because of polygons?
I don't remember. But I remember the theme song in my head, like that. Because, like, you know why I remember that dumb theme song? That theme song, like the loading song?
Yeah, because it used to be loading all night on the PlayStation 1.
So, when we had a PlayStation 1, right? Like, first, like, the CD was scratched.
Yeah, we ran that shit into the dirt.
Yeah, like, it was scratched.
That was the game.
Yeah, and every time, like, we'd have to, like, take it out, blow it, and put it back in just so it loads. And most of the time it will load, but it will load for, like, a good 20 minutes and then it will come up.
Yeah.
And we had patience.
we just, like, leave it, go and do something else.
Go eat, come back,
play
it's
Little
there.
Fighter 2 or some shit.
Yeah, play Little Fighter 2 and that's
and come
good.
Back.
And we'll play another game and come back. And then, whatever. But like a couple of nights, it wasn't even. We didn't do it one night. We did it a couple of nights.
Yeah.
It would just load all night.
It was in the morning too. We were watching it. Like it's still. Didn't we sleep in? We slept in the room and like it still loaded. Like we were waiting for it to load the entire time. We're like, okay, we'll just play it in the morning. No,
yep.
Didn't happen.
In the morning, it's still because like I think the load music was just in my head, like sometimes like running. If you can find the load music,
I wonder. I don't remember the music at all, so I must have not been listening.
I'll find it.
Okay, yeah, that was the game though, and like
I found it.
Really? Oh,
I found it.
I remember the screen. I remember
the screen
and
too.
And the thing with the words be bouncing.
This is it. So this is it, guys. Like this is the load music. This is what we used to hear.
Yeah, I remember that.
Like this is all we see.
Imagine just being. It's like what, 2 a.m. You're just looking. You're just watching that, waiting for it to just. Load.
Yeah, and in the morning.
One of the comments said infinite loading screen.
Enough said. They know the struggle. I don't think we're the only ones.
Nah.
Longest 5 seconds ever. I can't wait till I die and see this for eternity.
Real shit.
It's okay. I can wait 10 hours.
Is broken. Yeah.
Ours was definitely
like,
broken.
Other games would load.
Really?
Yeah. It was like a few of them, like Spyro was one of them, and Crash Bash was another one that just would take a long time to load, but like it was worth the wait, for the most part.
Oh, okay.
Except for the one time it didn't load, so.
Okay, I don't remember.
I didn't remember the music until now, so that was a good blast from the past.
Really, you didn't remember the music?
Like as soon as I heard it, I was like, oh, dun, 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 dun,
yeah.
Yeah,
I remember all of that. That's hilarious.
That's too much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so how about let's talk about more games like astrology, the biggest game of them all.
Astrology is not a game.
It's a game.
It is not a game.
Real. It's just a game. That's all.
It is not a game. The only reason why it's not considered science anymore is because science is different.
That's what I mean though. It's not not real. I'm just saying it's a game too.
It's more spirituality. I don't think it's a game. I sound like
life is a game.
Yeah, I sound like that Lana Del Rey character from Sims because everything she talks about, it's like, but spiritually, I feel like that song does not sound good. Like everything is spiritually. It's so funny.
I like it.
But yeah, there was this video actually, and I recommend everyone to watch this video before you even like do whatever. But there's a video called "Astrology Isn't Science, but It's
Pseudoscience."
Hold on, I'm actually gonna find that. So it says it's called "Astrology Isn't Science, but your horoscope is more real than you think." So yeah, that video is by Quartz. What a very suitable name. But yeah, that I'll definitely check that out on YouTube because it's pretty interesting. It basically just tells you like the history behind astrology and like why people actually used to use it back in the day to like determine like how a person would be, because a lot of people don't know this, but you have like your sun sign, your moon sign, your rising, your and your the rest of your planets. So a lot of people don't know that. They just think it's just your sun sign. Like, oh, everyone, like, I'm a Taurus, but none of the Taurus traits suit me. And I'm like, okay, yeah, but like, what's your rising? They don't know, because actually your rising is what people like, is kind of what you are. It's not really your sun sign, because a lot of people don't act like their sun sign. Some people do, some people don't. I act more of my rising, but my rising and my sun are very close. Like Sagittarius and Aquarius are very, very similar to each other. So I can probably like what's the word I'm looking for?
Relate, or you can.
I can present myself more as a Sagittarius than an Aquarius. But okay. So if someone came to me and they started like like an astrologer or someone that knows about astrology, and I can just be like, oh, hey, guess my sign. They're probably gonna say you're a Sagittarius because I'm very flaky.
Yes, sir.
I'm I'm very flaky.
There
I get bored very, very easily, and that's a Sagittarius trait. And a Sagittarius would be like, oh, I'm not like that. I'm like, okay, then what's your rising sign? Because it's a lot. There's a lot to it, and I love reading about it because I feel like I can never stop learning about it.
I feel like I can stop learning about it. Like, I've reached the point where it's like, okay, I know my sun, my moon, and my rising, and
But do you know your Jupiter, your Venus, and all that? Because it all affects you. And
Venus.
Shut up.
I know, like,
and like even and it's important to know those because it depending on the houses they're in, that's what affects that. So like it's like say my son Aquarius is in the 3rd house, and that's the house of communication.
Okay.
That's why I'm gonna be an Aquarius when it comes to my communication. That's very important to me.
Okay.
So depending on like what,
I think mine's like Aries or something in communication or something like that.
So yeah, like when you look at that, it's like how you're gonna act with money and stuff like that. So I would say definitely go to that. Like even dating, a lot of people think that
they can't match their sun sign.
Yeah,
or
like
whatever. Like
I wouldn't recommend matching your sun sign because that does not always work. Because I know people that are like one's a Gemini, one's an Aquarius, and you'd think that those are the perfect signs for each other. Yeah, technically in sun terms, but they're not, like in real life, and because the rest of their chart is totally different.
True.
And it's like, oh wow, like so people just assume that it's just not real just because their one relationship did not work out or whatever they think. So yeah, like even like
I know a lot of people that say they can't date X or Y though.
What do you mean?
They'll say like, oh, because I'm a
Capricorn.
I'm a Virgo. I can't date this.
I can't date a Capricorn.
I love Capricorn. And what is it? Sunny D? I don't like them anymore, but I used to.
I love Capricorn right now. I would get a Capricorn right now.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, I get what you're saying. Like a lot of people, I actually don't stray away from that. Like if like I know a lot of people that were like, oh, I could never date that person because they're not like, I know people that are like that. Holy, I just took that in. Like people would be like, oh, I can't date a Virgo or a Scorpio because like they're too emotional or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, like not all of them, and like, or they can't date an Aquarius because they're weird, or we are weird, but or like whatever, or I don't know. Whatever they think, or we're unemotional, which is so not true. It's such
people
a
are
lie.
Multifaceted.
Yeah, like Aquariuses, we're not unemotional. We just don't show our emotions to the wrong people. Like we have to like 100% trust you before we start showing our little emotional side, because we are very emotional. Like we are very sensitive and very emotional when it comes to like certain people.
I'm kidding. I'm sensitive too.
Yeah, like even
very easily.
Yeah, like even Taurus and Aquarius, like that is technically one of the worst matches ever. But I know so many Taurus and Aquarius that work out just because of the rest of their charts.
People are, multifaceted.
Yeah. It's easy. Like I've experienced it a little bit, and it's not what, and based on like what I've read online, like with Taurus and Aquarius, I was like, oh, okay, that's horrible. But like you experience it in real life, you're like, oh, that is not what they said in the stupid ass
like,
online
also,
stuff.
how does that stuff take into like account how you were raised, where you were raised, like your income, like all those other things that affect how people express themselves or like present themselves. So
it depends on the alignment of the planets and stuff like that too.
But that sounds too much like destiny. Like I don't know about all that.
Cause I can give you my natal chart right now, and I can show you like it cause I did a natal chart reading back in August, and back in August, and this lady, she gave me a 4-page like essay on my, because this is before I even knew, like I know how to read my natal chart now, but then this is actually kind of how I figured out how to read my natal chart, because like I was like, how does she know this? Just by a little circle and some lines. But it's very fascinating. Like she was telling me like, oh, my mom is the more dominant parent in my life. I don't tell anybody. No one knows that, because I don't tell, like, I'll show you now, because like I live with my dad now, so I'm not gonna say that to people. Especially, I tell them that all the time though. I tell them, I was like, yeah, my mom's like the main parent, you're the secondary parent. But no, I never tell anyone that. And I was like, what? And like she was like, she said something about photography too, and it kind of scared me.
Everybody's a photographer.
But like, no, she was like, oh, you're more creative and and that's the path that you should take. Because like I was trying to figure out like what I wanted to do with, because I was going to ask her, but after she did my reading, because she's like, oh yeah, I'll do your reading and then you can ask me questions. I'm like, all right, cool. Read it, and she was like, okay, you need to you're going to be taking the path of creative rather than fully business, because I study marketing as well. So that's business, even though it's a little bit creative as well. And I was like, oh, okay. Did that while I was studying, and now I feel like I want to do more creative than business, even though I love marketing. Marketing is so cool, and it ties in with my business anyway. So it works hand in hand. Like I can't hate. So
marketing. I'm kidding.
Well, yeah, marketing is so fun. Like it's one of the most like fun, and it's a lot of psychology behind it, and like how people work and stuff like that. So I don't know, it works. But that's basically how I kind of work that out.
It just seems like because I don't knock astrology, especially these days. Like I used to be a lot more against it years ago, but I've warmed up to it, like I've warmed up to a lot, but it just seems like too much. I don't know. I feel like people can go a little too far. Like
how? Example. So I can counteract it.
I don't know. It's more based on just like the feeling of, okay, so I remember one time somebody just like off the 3 things, what was it, CoStar? I had the app.
CoStar is trash.
Okay, well that's all I'm saying. They read CoStar, and they said, oh, you're gonna have a lot of trouble because of this, and like in your relationships because of this.
Wait. Backtrack and start over. Rewind, pause, and play. And play.
They read my CoStar, and they said, oh, you're gonna have a lot of trouble in your relationships.
Who did this?
I don't remember their name.
Send me their Instagram later. Actually, I don't have Instagram. Never mind.
Yeah, there you go. I don't have their Instagram anyway.
Okay, because
I don't care though. I don't take that stuff too personally, because like you don't know who I am. You don't really know.
No, but you can't use your chart to determine if someone's gonna be good in a relationship or not. That's behavior. Anything that's behavior based, you can't use your natal chart to do that.
Well,
what? That's why I was like, wait.
They tried it.
Yeah, because you can use your. You can use your.
That's when they said like, oh, these people are terrible lovers, or these people are.
No.
Or super, like, I don't know. It's just, I don't think astrology really defines your traits as much, because like a lot of people are also very, they evolve. They think some things don't show, or some things do show, or they choose not to express certain things, or some things come out like, I don't know. Someone that was predisposed to be a very like introverted person could just grow to become an extroverted person, just because that's the way they want it to go, even if like introversion was like, oh, that's like dead to your sign, but like maybe this person aspired to be someone that was not that.
Yeah, but like even Aquariuses, there's a lot of Aquariuses are usually extroverts, but I'm not an extrovert. I'm an introvert. I'm very introverted, and I will not talk to you if I don't know you. But like that doesn't mean anything. Like it, because I'm again, this is all a part of your whole natal chart. You can't just like, there's different aspects of it. You can't just use like one thing.
Well, I don't mean to cherry pick. I'm just saying there's just a lot that people
or unless they did not read your chart right. Like some people
they didn't.
Especially CoStar. CoStar doesn't even tell you anything.
I used to have those updates where it would tell you like, oh, like do these things today or like be this way, and I hated it.
CoStar is dumb.
I don't like people telling me what to do.
When it comes to that, like I used to have CoStar too. I'm not even gonna front and be like,
oh my god, CoStar.
But yeah, I used to have it too because I thought it was cool because the aesthetic.
I hate
nice.
the aesthetic.
I liked it. It was black and white and very dark.
Yeah,
I liked
it
it.
made none of it made sense, and it can't even figure out what's going on there.
Okay, well, as shitty as this app is, you can use Nebula. Nebula is pretty good as well.
I'm good on that. Like I'm good on astrology. I know my 3. That's all I need to know. I don't really care about.
Yeah, because we know 3. It's not just 3 that matters.
Well,
like they all equally matter.
Okay, well, it's too much information. Like I already read through like all the different communication or like romance or like all that stuff. I read through it once, twice, 3 times, and I'm good. That's it. That's all I need.
Romance. That sounds fun. Romance is fun.
Can be.
Yeah, not really. But last night I was actually reading a lot about astrology. I was on astrologycafe.com. And
yeah, that's the one I used.
I love Astrology Cafe. It's actually pretty sick. So I was on there and I was just like going through, because like I didn't know my there's a bunch of things I didn't know because I'm still learning about astrology.
Mm-hmm. Like
your Lilith and your Lilith.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. So I was just reading a bunch of stuff, and how my moon is in Libra, and they were saying that Libra. Yeah, my moon's in Libra.
I didn't know that.
And that's basically how you love, and that's how you show love, affection, blah 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 blah. And it was saying that I need I'm always in the need of someone. Like I always like need someone to be there. Like I can't. These are these are the people that you always see in a relationship. And I'm like, this is so not me.
There you go.
I'm joking. It's not that you need someone. You need to be in a relationship. I get what they were saying. They were saying more of.
But see, that's up to interpretation. They can say anything that's vague, and I'm not saying.
And
that's
vague.
No. It is vague because like everyone needs relationships. People are not solitary. Humans are not solitary. Oh, you made up your own rationalization for it because that's like it's obvious. People need that. Like people need connections with people. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not about. They could say any vague thing like that.
Look,
and I'm also not saying it's false either.
It's not false because I wasn't.
I'm just saying.
You just super saying. But
I'm KO Ken today.
But what I was saying was it was a whole paragraph, and when I read the paragraph, I get what it was saying because my outside character would be this cold, dead inside, looks like I'm dead inside type of person. That's like, I don't want a relationship. I don't want anybody, which is what I portray myself as. Such a Sagittarius thing to do, by the way. Sagittariuses they're not relationship people at all. Like they're worse than Aquariuses. And that's how I portray myself as, but like deep down inside, I kind of do want a look a person, you know? Like
who does
like I look at one person.
Even the
no, I know people that don't want, like they truly genuinely just don't want anybody. And I thought I was that person, but like sometimes I do find myself looking for somebody, but at the same time I was like, why am I looking for somebody? And I don't need a person. Not everyone likes a person. Not everyone wants a person though. I know people that are like, nah.
They might not want a person romantically, but they want people in their life. It's not like
not everybody.
I think so. They might be outliers, but it's not like. I just feel like humans are social. Even if they don't want them to fulfill one role, they still want humans around them in some capacity. You will go literally insane if you're on your own. Fully ISO. That's how those things, like people in like criminals in solitary confinement, those people go whack because they have no interaction with people. So
you know what I want? A snake, a pet snake.
Okay. Like
a ball python. Like you just reminded me.
By saying what?
I don't know what you just said, but that's just what came in my head. I got what you're saying though. I got the gist of it. Like people do want relationships and whatever, and human interaction. I am not a bad listener, I swear to God, but I literally just hear 20% of what you say.
So you're a bad listener.
No, I get the key points though.
What do you know is key?
I figure it out. My brain figures it out. Like it will catch it. Like, oh, okay, that's what they're talking about. Okay, back to what we're doing. Back to what we're doing over here. And then we go back and like, oh, they're saying this now. All right, back to what we're doing over here. My brain is just weird. I know.
Okay.
Aquarius.
It's not even it has nothing to do with Aquarius.
Oh, okay.
I just said Aquariism. That's a thing. I'm making that a thing.
It is now.
Aquariism.
Things that Aquarius do.
Yeah. It's the lifestyle. I'm making that a thing. That is now a thing. Anyways.
Stop trying to make Aquariusm a thing.
Gretchen?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm done. Okay. That was awkward. So the power went out. And that,
we're back.
Yeah, that was definitely the cue to wrap this up. If you stay to the end of this episode, you are a real one. Hey, like for the fireworks. We need a soundboard.
Yeah.
That's definitely the next thing to get, a soundboard.
Getting better every time.
Yeah. Yep.
King of the hill.
So yeah, I just blanked out just now. Well, anyways, we're signing out. Leave us an amazing review if you feel like it. Don't feel pressured. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you want to see the video version, because that's always the best version to see. Unless you're driving, of course. Definitely.
You should not.
Yeah, then don't. Just watch the audio version. Or listen to the audio version, sorry. And follow us on Instagram at For the Night Owls, and our personal Instagrams. I'll leave them below in the little description box. And subscribe to our show on Apple Music, Spotify, and all the major streaming platforms. And you will see us next week
for another one.
Yeah, at whatever time we upload. So yeah, peace out.